In our growing world of technology, we are often made to focus on the conveniences that technology advancements provide, so much so that we tend to forget its power. Today, facial recognition technology is becoming ever so present in society and our daily lives, yet the majority still fail to recognize the heavy disadvantages tied to it. According to my in-class survey, 7 out of 10 of you like using facial recognition technology, but 9 out of 10 of you have little to zero knowledge regarding the actual downsides to this technology. So today, I will be persuading you that facial recognition technology is unethical and unsafe, as it is invasive to one's privacy and its functionality is flawed and unreliable. So let's start with the issue of our privacy. The use of facial recognition technology is a direct violation to your personal freedoms and right to privacy. Although FRT can be somewhat beneficial to identify suspects, it genuinely comes at the expense of the privacy of those involved. Today, law enforcement agencies and various companies use FRT, facial recognition technology, as a tool to compare photos and identify suspects with less effort. However, by using this method, it also opens the door to accessing people's identities anywhere without their consent. Similarly, in the academic journal by the Center for Strategic and International Studies, it reports that businesses can take advantage of facial recognition's capability for remote monitoring to collect highly detailed information about people's movements and behaviors without individuals' knowledge and share or sell their data. In other words, not only are people's privacy and freedoms being violated, but by using facial recognition technology, they can also remain completely unaware of it. Not to mention, how can we feel fully safe and protected under law enforcement that are using technology sacrificing the protection of our right to privacy? Or what about our freedoms to live without the non-consensual distribution of our data? In the book Identified, Tracked, and Profiled, author Peter Dovern writes, tracking follows a person as surveilling cameras capture their face print, perhaps identifying them in real time by matching the face print to one in a biometric database, or perhaps by later linking them to a house address or a license plate. Moreover, Peter underlines the process in which law enforcement and other companies use FRT to do more than identify anyone anywhere and actually tie it to other very personal information that should generally remain private. So granted that FRT stands, people will only continue to be stripped of their right to freedom, to remain unidentified in every space and the protection of their information. However, regardless of what the intentions are behind using facial recognition technology, these are the risks and consequences that will always be there. And if we care about the security of the rights to our data and privacy, it is essential that this technology be challenged. Another area where FRT has been proven dangerous and unreliable is by its proven inaccuracy. Given that facial recognition technology isn't perfect, it has been very easy for innocent people to be accused wrongfully. More specifically, people have encountered both racial and gender bias, the use of FRT that has only led to more unnecessary consequences for people who are simply trying to live their lives. For example, in Gen ZHER magazine, Julia Schulwick tells the experience of one black male stating, in 2021, Robert Williams, a 43-year-old father in the Detroit suburbs of Farmington Hills, Michigan, was suddenly arrested on charges that he had stolen watches from a store. Again, facial recognition technology used by the police was the reason he was mistakenly identified and arrested. For context, Randall Reed had been recognized by facial recognition surveillance at a traffic light and was accused of stealing purses in Louisiana, a state that he had never been to. And Randall Reed wasn't the only victim to the false facial matches that officers rarely bothered to challenge. In the newspaper The New York Times, Kashmir Hill reports that, according to Claire Garvey, an expert on the police use of facial recognition, there are 4 other publicly known cases of wrongful arrests that appear to have involved little investigation beyond a face match, all involving black men. Furthermore, multiple people are experiencing racial bias and the consequences of inaccurate technology that they have no control over, which no one deserves. But until we negate the use of FRT, its imperfect design will only continue to jeopardize our right to non-discriminatory treatment under the law and thus the safety of innocent people. So as I close, I would like to re-emphasize the importance of how we engage with FRT. Ultimately, despite the law enforcement and various companies may intend to use facial recognition technology for its convenience, the risks associated with it against our privacy of data and safety from biases far outweigh the benefits. Whether it's retailers targeting shoplifters in stores, or militaries analyzing drone footage, or law enforcement chasing suspects, at the end of the day, it's simply unethical to support using technology that has resulted in unfair consequences and unreliability for the sole sake of convenience. So, if we truly value our right to our own information and equal treatment under law, free of biases, then our government must reject the use of facial recognition technology. Thank you.